What's going on, guys? We are back for another online income report for June 2021. And before we even get into this, I'm just going to tell you guys, this was my best month of the year. So I cleared $946.90 in profits from my various online income sources. So we're going to break down how I made that money in this video. And as always, I also publish these over on my blog. So if you guys prefer reading content, head over to skipwithben.com. I'll put a link to this one down below in the description. You can always read through these. My goal with these is to give you guys kind of a sneak peek into where I'm making my money from my online income sources, show you the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, and try my best to just be transparent with this whole process and build in public, so to speak. So with that being said, we're gonna hop right into this. The way I structure these is give you guys insights on each of the income streams, if there's anything specific I've been doing that's been helping or hurting, and at the end, I'll tell you a few of the projects that I'm working on in the background. So with that being said, for June, as I mentioned, this was my highest month of 2021. So my revenue or my profits were increased about 25% this month. But overall, my income came from 8 different sources. So we had merch by Amazon, YouTube, KDP, and that's a low and no content notebooks, Spreadshirt, Redbubble, Etsy, affiliate income, and finally, Medium. As always, kind of the biggest platforms, they seem to be the same every single month. That's merch by Amazon, YouTube, and Etsy is normally the third one, and this month it was the third largest one. So we can see the rest of the distribution right here. But the big things that happened this month, overall, merch by Amazon had a really good bump. We had Prime Day in June, so that definitely helped. But overall, the sales were actually really strong for merch by Amazon, so we're going to get into that. YouTube, I started publishing content again, thank goodness. So I started to kind of see at least some of my metrics return to normal. A lot of them were still down though. And Etsy, I just had a lot of stabilization. So anyway, what I'm expecting the coming months, guys, I'm spending a lot of time focusing on expanding my print-on-demand business to other platforms. So I'll talk a little bit more about that. But I think that my revenue is probably going to decrease from this point for probably the next 2 months as I grow and scale this up. So that being said, let's get into this. So merch by Amazon is the first one. I made $474.85 in royalties this month. I didn't run any kind of advertising, PPC, etc., but I sold 171 units between the US and the UK. And I did just sell my first design in Japan, which is awesome, but that's in July, so we'll get to that next month in the monthly report. But overall, I am making about $2.78 per unit. I price almost all my t-shirts at about $16.95. Sometimes I move them up or down depending on how the sales are doing. And pop sockets, I normally make around the same royalty, somewhere in the $2.50 place. But overall, my sales increased 10% this month. So it was a strong month. I wasn't running any kind of PPC or anything else, but I made a grand total of $474.85 between the US and the UK account. So as you guys can see here, this is a screenshot from my Pretty Merch dashboard. This was also the highest month that I've had in the last 12 months outside of December 2020, which is really cool for me to see. I haven't done a ton with merch by Amazon in the last month or so. I did add like kind of a handful of designs onto the platform. And in the background, I am working on starting to ramp back up into getting more designs actually created. So I'm doing some on my own. I'm doing some with scaled Vexels PSD files, and I'm also getting my designer to work on some as well. And then I'm going to be expanding and doing some tests with PPC on the merch platform. So that's it for merch by Amazon. Overall, really strong month. The next one is YouTube. Now, as I mentioned, guys, in May, I published 0 videos and my revenue declined. So I made $260 or so in May. This month, fortunately, I did get a few videos out, so I had 4 videos published, made $281, but a lot of my metrics were still down. So my impressions were way down, my views were way down. The one cool thing and the reason that I'm actually starting to push content again is because I am approaching 10,000 subscribers, so fingers crossed. I'm trying to grow this channel and be a little bit more focused on kind of ramping things up. It does take a lot of time to create videos, and that is one thing I haven't been able to outsource yet, although I've kind of experimented a little bit with it, but hopefully in the future I'll also be able to outsource this as well. So overall, $281.15. That comes from the ads that are playing at the beginning, middle, and end of these videos. On another note, what is actually working with YouTube and also not working is YouTube is actually the biggest content driver for my blog, for my affiliate income, a lot of these other things. So when I stop publishing content on YouTube, it's a negative compounding effect on the rest of my kind of online income sources, and vice versa. When I'm actually putting content out again, my other content on YouTube starts to get a lot more traction, and then I actually get a lot more traffic to my blog. Everything else is doing well. So the trick here is just staying consistent. But overall, I finally got kind of back in the grind this last month, and I'm trying to do 1 to 2 videos per week going forward in July and beyond. So anyway, but that is it for YouTube. Next is KDP. KDP, easy one as always. I did have a couple more sales than normal, but made $18.83 in royalties. Right now I do have 851 live low and no content notebooks, but I have just put these up maybe like a year and a half ago, haven't touched them since. This is 100% passive, and the listings are really poor quality. They're very, very simple designs. It's pretty much my Merch by Amazon design on a black logo for a book cover with simple lined interior. So that's pretty much it. So I really haven't touched this. I don't make a lot from KDP, and it is something I want to spend time on in the future, but for now it's kind of on the back burner. Next is Spreadshirt. Spreadshirt is kind of all over the place. This month I made $30.15 on Spreadshirt. It's an interesting one. I'm curious how you guys are doing on Spreadshirt, because I do have maybe close to 1,000 designs up there. This month I only sold 9 units. Some months I'm selling closer to 11 or 12, but it still seems super low. And I don't know if that's just because I'm not optimizing them in the right way, although I feel like I've done a lot of research towards that process. But, I've had comments from people that are saying they're making hundreds of dollars on Spreadshirt. So let me know what's working for you guys or not working down below in the comments. I'm interested to hear. Overall, my average royalty per unit is about $3.35 on Spreadshirt. Next, we have Redbubble. Redbubble, I'm going to spend a little bit of time on. So I only sold 1 unit this month. It was a sticker. I made a grand total of 28 cents. To be honest, this was pretty frustrating because I just went through, and I've talked about this in some of my past income report videos and articles, but I've spent a lot of time actually uploading new designs. So a lot of my existing catalog over onto Redbubble, to Zazzle, to a few of these other platforms. And in the last month and a half, I've added about 1,000 designs to Redbubble. It's been where a lot of my focus is. And I had a good sales month, so to speak, in May. Still not very much, but June was very, very slow. Now I'm hoping that this is because my designs I've uploaded are indexing, or maybe starting to kind of get indexed in the system. And we can see that I'm starting to get more and more traffic, which is good, but still from my experience with Redbubble in the past, I've had way fewer designs and I've made way more money than this. So it's kind of odd for me that I've now put up about 1,000 designs that I know sell on other platforms, and yet I'm not seeing a ton of income from Redbubble. So hopefully in the next month or two, I'm expecting that hopefully this will go up. But again, if you guys have suggestions, I want to hear about them, because I'm looking for ways to just improve my Redbubble performance. So now, if you guys don't know, if you haven't been watching or following along with my videos, go back, watch some of my other videos here. I do talk about how I actually have been working on this uploading process by just organizing all of my files in one place. And that has helped me get to this point where I'm able to upload about 1,000 in a month and a half. So anyway, the next one is Etsy. I made a total of $81.03 in profits. I did try out some stuff with Etsy advertising this month, which was interesting. So I've tried this in the past. But overall, we saw 16 units sold. Revenue was $300, and I had a net profit of $81.03. I was definitely helped because I had a bunch of bulk orders, so people that were ordering 2 or 3 units of t-shirts. And right now I have one main general store that I use Printful and Printify on to fulfill orders. Now this is all t-shirts. It's all kind of all over the place designs, really just my entire catalog. But now what I'm doing is to kind of try to get some of my numbers up. I've also actually added a separate store specifically targeting a very specific niche. And I have not just t-shirts, but t-shirts, coffee mugs, stickers, etc. So I am trying to play around with some stuff there as well and see what I can do. I'm hoping to see if I can get some sales on that extra store that I have running. But anyway, I did test Etsy ads this month. Spent $12.04. I didn't have any sales, although I did get 38 ad clicks. However, I will let you guys know in July, I've already checked and I have 1 sale from PPC. So, we'll see what happens. I'm going to keep testing this a little bit with Etsy, but my experience hasn't been amazing with Etsy ads so far. So we'll see how this goes. All right, the last 2. We have affiliate income. This month made up $60.52, which was a nice rally because in the previous month I only made 50 cents. This all came from Printify, so people signing up for Printify and then actually creating stores and selling products. I get a small piece of commission. when those products are sold and shipped out. So this isn't a big focus of my channel or my blog or anything else, but I do throw these links in. A lot of times I'm already using these softwares or tools, so I'll just put a link in when I'm talking about them, and that's how I make a little bit of money from affiliate income. And finally, we have Medium, guys. I don't know if you've watched some of my other videos or content, but Medium is kind of this online blogging story platform. A lot of cool content on there. I have 3 articles or stories on the platform. The cool thing about Medium is you can go sign up today, literally throw up an article and put it under the Medium Partner Program and actually monetize it. And how it works is whenever someone who has a paying subscription views that article, depending how long they read your article, you're going to get paid a small amount. So I had 1 article that was monetized. I have 2 that were not. The biggest problem is getting traffic to them. And you do this by actually entering them into publications that have like an existing audience or consumer base. So that's what I've been focused on, is putting them into different audiences in these different publications. And in this month, so far in July, I've actually gone ahead and added the other 2 to the partner program and also sent them into various publications. So overall, I made 9 cents, not a ton of money for last month, but it still helps with my bottom line. I still wanted to share it with you guys. So that is it. That's how I made my $946.90 in June. I just had to remember how much it was for a second. But the big projects I'm kind of working on now. So as promised, kind of touch on some of the projects and things I'm working on in the back end. Right now I'm focused on continuing to expand to new platforms. So my main focus is Redbubble, TeePublic, Zazzle, and then Amazon Seller Central using the Printful integration, and Printify as well. I am testing on there, and that's something I can go into detail on subsequent videos if you guys have any questions. I'm also rebranding my blog and my YouTube channel, so I am going to be doing some updates just for going forward. Again, I'm hoping to hit 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So again, if you guys are not subscribed and interested in learning more about making money online or side hustles, subscribe to the channel if you want. But hopefully I'll hit 10,000 subs in the next month or 2. And finally, I am trying to get out a ton more print-on-demand designs. I'm going to be doing this by using Vexels, by doing a bunch of my own designs, paying my designer, just really trying to shovel a lot more into getting brand new designs up on all of my different print-on-demand platforms, but also adding them onto KDP, low and no content notebooks, journals, etc. So beyond that, guys, I do have a lot of stuff on the horizon or that I'm thinking about doing. So scale POD designs, that's something I'm working on right now. KDP low and no content notebooks, some ghostwritten books for KDP, ACX, private label, etc. So again, if you guys are interested in that stuff, stay tuned. But that's it for this video. So overall, great month. Curious to know how you guys did, so let me know in the comments down below. But everything else is going to be in the description. And with that being said, guys, we will see you in the next video. Cheers.